This might be a Darci's Corner. It might be a Darci's Archive. Maybe I should call it Darci's Ramble. Just been reflecting a lot lately. Every now and again I'll come across somebody from my old life. I live in a small town, by the way. And I've been here for 20 years. Got to know a lot of people. For most of that 20 years, I've been highly involved with my church. I'm a Latter-day Saint, or I was, anyway. They haven't excommunicated me yet as of this recording, but this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. But considering what I've done, they just haven't got around to it yet. Anyway, just been reflecting a lot. Sometimes, a lot of times, I miss my old life. I miss having purpose. I miss being part of a community. I miss kind of knowing what I was going to do with my day from one day to the next. But I also can't really go back to what that was. I miss my spouse. I miss having somebody I could rely on, who I knew was there, and I knew I was there for them always. I still love my spouse, and I would still very much like to see her happy, and I care what happens to her. Anyway, I miss a lot of those things. I seen an old friend the other day at my workplace. He was in getting some groceries, and my shift starts a little bit before the store closes, so I was just saying hi. And sometimes I wish I could go back, but then I think about that time 3 years ago, just before the pandemic hit. I had made the decision to transition, and I had changed my name, and I had changed my clothing, and I had a really, really bad toothache, so I had to go into the doctor, and I had, but all my ID and stuff was in my old name, and I wasn't really trying to make a political statement going to the dentist. I just wanted to get the tooth fixed. So I put on my old clothes. I used my old name because that's what the insurance was in. And I went in there and I gave them my information and stuff. And on the questionnaire, they asked if I was on any medications. And I just started my transition, so I knew I was going to be on medication by the time I came in the next time. I just didn't know exactly what I was going to be on. That's another story. But anyway, I just wrote down HRT for medications, which is hormone replacement therapy, for those of you who don't know. And I gave it to them, and the dentist read that, and she goes, "What pronouns do you want? What's your preferred name?" Because I had a very masculine name before I did this, and then I changed it to a gender-neutral name. But even though it's gender neutral, when I hear it referring to me, I know it's referring to her. So every time they called my name, because they'd asked specifically, and so they knew when they were using that name, they knew what they were doing. And my heart was just filled with this overwhelming joy that I could not contain. Now, in the trans world, they call that euphoria. That's when you're doing something that's gender affirming, that just makes you feel so good about yourself. Imagine being at the dentist's office and being happy to hear your name. I appreciate a good dentist as much as the next person, but I hate going to the dentist's office. Who wants to have sharp objects stuck in your mouth? Who wants to listen to people criticize you for not having brushed or flossed enough in the last however many months, weeks, years it's been since you've been to the dentist? Like, oh, anyway, I don't like going to the dentist. Like most of us don't. But I loved going to that dentist. I loved going to those appointments and hearing my name. That's what confirmed for me that I had made the right choice. I doubted myself the whole way up until that point. And sometimes today, I mean, current events and stuff, I'll still go, well, boy, I miss doing this or doing that. I miss hanging out with these different people involved in these different projects, and I'm not shunned by my church, by the way. They've been very good to me. I can go back anytime I want, pretty much, but I don't because I work nights all the time, and usually by the time Sunday comes around, I've tried to go Sunday morning a couple times, but it usually starts about 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's usually bedtime for me because I've been up all night. So either I go to sleep right away when I get home, or I might watch a little bit of Netflix or something or YouTube and then go to sleep. But either way, about 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm usually unconscious. But I do miss community. There are so many aspects of my old life that were good that I didn't want to lose or give up. And I'm trying to get them back, but it is so hard. I am so alone most of the time. Anyway, that's cheery, isn't it? So yeah, this is Darci's corner, but really it's just Darci's bitching about life. Will I share this? Probably, because I share everything. Is there anything useful in this? I made the right decision, but parts of it are hard, and it definitely makes me sad. Peace.